of the defense and then the team's record?
Oh, it's obviously played a very big role. Turnovers are a key to success on defense, a key to winning for teams, not only our team, every team. But anytime you can get a turnover, it changes the game, gives you momentum. The stats prove that turnover margin generally leads to success.
Aaron Wilson.
Hey, JJ, how you doing?
Good.
JJ, when the team did not re-sign DJ Reader, how much do you feel like that impacted the run defense, the defense in general, and also just a big void from the locker room to lose a person like DJ?
Yeah, DJ is a great player. He's one of my best friends. He's fantastic at what he does. So it's definitely a loss for your defense anytime you lose a player of that caliber. Now there's a business side of things, and he got a very good contract that I'm very happy that he got. And I'm not going to pretend to know the ins and outs of our contract situations here and what they're willing to offer and things like that. But I'm happy for DJ, and I also know that any team in the league would be lucky to have a nose like DJ.
And unfortunately, he got injured. Before he got hurt, he was playing well for the Bengals. Have you stayed in touch with him a lot? As you said, you guys are friends, and it's got to be hurting him not to be able to play in this game.
Yeah, DJ and I talk all the time. I visited him here at the hospital when he had his surgery. Just actually 2 or 3 days ago, got a couple bottles of wine from him for Christmas. So thank you for that, DJ. We constantly talk. Same with Cov. Cov's on their team as well. He just sent my wife and I an incredible Christmas gift. His mom made a delicious cake. I don't know if she's trying to fatten me up before the game on Sunday, but I've eaten half of it already. It's fantastic. Those are a couple guys that I truly love, and I'm sad to be on the opposite sideline from them.
Mark Berman.
JJ, John asked you about turnovers. How does the defense get better at getting turnovers? I mean, it seems like it's an intangible. How do you do that?
There's obviously a whole lot of combination of things that go into it. Fumbles require getting to the running back, half luck, half clean punch on the ball, trying to strip it out, putting your hat on the ball, whatever it may be. Interceptions are more of obviously tight coverage, a good rush. Tip balls help a lot with interceptions, but trying to get people flustered, make them make decisions they don't want to make, making them throw into tight windows. That's really what helps create turnovers.
What was it like for you? I know you expressed it some on social media, watching what happened with your brother, and have you been able to communicate with him since then, and how is he doing, that sort of thing?
Yeah, no, it was hands down the scariest moment I've ever had watching a football game in my life. I mean, my own or anybody else's. It was the worst feeling you could ever have. My stomach dropped to the floor, and just obviously immediate worry. But I spoke to him shortly thereafter it, and I've obviously spoken to him quite a bit since, and he's doing very well. So I'm very, very pleased about that and very happy, just because in the moment you're obviously thinking the worst. And I've seen Shazier, obviously, that's that play from a few years ago. I watched that one, and so your brain immediately goes to the worst possible thing, and I'm very thankful that it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Greg Bailey.
Hey, JJ, Mark beat me to it a little bit, but I would ask maybe a follow-up regarding, a great update on your brother. Does that experience give you perhaps a different perspective on football and truly a different perspective for all the moms and dads out there who kind of hold their breath at times watching their sons play a great game that does come with some risks? Yeah,
I would say absolutely it does give you perspective on it. I've been fortunate to not really have to witness that at all for either of my brothers throughout my career. I'm sure they've obviously had to witness it for me a couple times, but it is watching someone you truly care about and love go through a situation like that. And then the worst part was the cut to commercial, because you obviously see it happen and then they cut to commercial and you have no idea what's happening for the next 2 or 3 minutes. And your brain is just running through everything that can possibly be happening. So I certainly don't envy my parents on Sundays when they have to watch all 3 of us and worry all the time. But it's not a feeling that I envy, but we also understand the risk that comes with this game. And we understand that that's a small part of the reason that we get paid the money that we get paid is because of the risks you take as well on that field. So I hope nobody ever has to experience that with any of their own loved ones.
Brian Bearfield.
JJ, have you gotten a chance to watch a lot of film on Bengals quarterback Ryan Finley, and how do you prepare for a team coming in, especially with that much momentum, after defeating a team like the Steelers?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've watched a lot of film. I watched the game live on Monday night with my brothers, obviously. He did a very good job going against a very tough defense, and didn't necessarily pass the ball a whole lot. I think they had 13 passes. But he did a good job. He did some good things in the running game as well. Obviously, the touchdown run that he had, and some of the zone read stuff that they've done. So to get a win against a team like that, it was very good for them. And they're playing tough football. They played a great game, and so we're looking forward to an opportunity and a challenge.
Last question for Aaron Wilson.
Hey, JJ, a couple of games left. What do you think you guys can do to try to go out on a good note? Obviously, beyond trying to win the game, but just in terms of style of play, way you guys play, the efforts you guys are bringing for the last couple of weeks here?
Yeah, just go out there and play football. Just try and do your best, put your best foot forward. You're a competitor. I know for me personally, anytime you put the pads on, you try and play the best you possibly can. Grateful for the opportunity to play this game. Grateful for the opportunity to try and improve and get better. And you try and do the best you possibly can. And doesn't matter what your record is, you go out there and you put your best foot forward. And if each of us puts our best foot forward, it can be a great result, hopefully. And we would love to go out there and get a win and finish off with something to smile about for the city.
Lastly, the run defense, we talked about all year, hasn't been what you guys had hoped for on a consistent basis. What do you feel like can be done for the future to build a good run-stopping unit here going forward? Thank you.
I mean, that there's a lot of things that go into building all sorts of different things for the future. So without knowing exactly what it's going to look like, who it's going to be, all those things, I think it's hard to say. But there's fundamentals that come with being a good run defense for anybody. Playing your gaps, being sound in your technique, tackling, being able to shed blocks, being able to make plays, being able to penetrate in the backfield, all sorts of those things. So there's generalities that go into being a good run-stopping defense, and then there's obviously more specifics when it gets to scheme and individual players and who you have and what you're able to work with. So I think that until you know exactly what those pieces will be, you can't really give the specifics at the moment.
Thanks, JJ.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.